But see, here in the province, my house, I feel like is just as nice, almost as nice as the place I lived in Cebu. And I only pay half the price. Cut it. Cut that in half, baby. Yeah. Shoot, man. I don't mind living a little bit slower, man, if I can get that rent down. Hey, cool with me. Okay, slow down, slow down, and put some money in my pocket. You dig it? All right, so one thing I need to explain to the people that aren't familiar with the Philippines is this. Every different place in the Philippines, or most places in the Philippines, have their city part, and then they have what they call their province part. The city part is a little more industrial, metropolitan, a lot of people, a lot of buildings, a lot of things going on. And the province part is more like the rural, the mountain areas, the jungles, all this stuff, whatever, that's found all back in the province. You understand what I mean, right? And it's kind of similar to like even America. Like, give you an example. You got New York City, Manhattan, bright lights, Brooklyn, we in the house. What else are we going crazy? Damn, right? And then you got upstate New York, right? Which is totally different. More rural, more forest, more mountains, you know what I'm saying? Waterfalls, all this stuff. It's the same way, right? So I just wanted to say that before I go any further. You're gonna find out it's a big difference between province life and city life when you're living in the Philippines. It's not about good or bad. It's more about what you want and what your expectations are when you come here to the Philippines. Do you want to live a more peaceful, slower, kind of low-key life? Move to the province. If you want to live the fast-paced, boom, 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 kind of city life, move to one of the big cities in the Philippines. It depends on what you're looking for when you come here. And I'm speaking of expats like myself, right? When I first moved here, it was about 5 years ago, right? And we touched down in Cebu. Now, what happened? We stay in Cebu for a year, and then you got pregnant about a year and a half that we were in Cebu, right?
Maybe like 1 year and 2 months.
That's right. So about 1 year and 2 months, and then you was pregnant with my son, Marshawn. When she got pregnant with Marshawn, automatically, she wanted to move back to Mindanao, where her mother was. So she drugged me to Mindanao, kicking and screaming. I want to stay in Cebu. Why? Because I had got used to a faster paced life. Cebu is like more of a faster paced life, right? It's not quite as fast as Manila, but it's somewhere in between. When you're just coming from the Western world and you don't know nothing, right? And you go off of things that people tell you, you think the Philippines is just islands and jungles and that's it, and mountains. It is that too, but it's also big, huge, bustling metropolitan areas. Diba? They have that. Manila is one of the highest populated city per square kilometer in the freaking world, right? I talked about that. So I could live there if I want to live a real fast-paced life. That's the difference. Life in the province of the Philippines is a little slower. We're going to talk about let's get into my list. Like the first thing, one of the things that you're going to notice if you decide to move to the province is they have different, I'm not going to say they have less resources, but they have different resources than that of a big city in the Philippines, right? They're a lot of things that you want done and you want them done real fast and you want to, and that's all around the Philippines. They ain't gonna rush to get all your shit done. But at least in the bigger cities, there are more places that you can get things done at or get, certain products that you want or whatever. It's more widely available in the bigger cities. I'm talking products here. I'm talking certain things that you might have gotten used to in the Western world, right? Will be readily available in one of the big cities, say Manila, say Cebu, one of the big cities. Might not be available when you move to the province. Now, a lot of people have been saying, oh, Dean, you don't live in the province. You live in Iligan City, man. Iligan ain't no province. But they just now started saying that Iligan was a city. Like for years, this place was known as the province. Yes or no, babe? You know? But one thing I gotta say about Iligan is building their infrastructure, right? To the point, as a lot of people say, they don't call it the province no more, right? They got 2 more malls being built out here in the next 3 to 4 years, and they're in works to expand the, metropolitan areas of the city, further out so it can accommodate more people, right? So this is what Iligan is doing. So, I've had the city life and the province life. Now, here's one thing that I like about the province. There is lessly dense traffic. You guys knew I was gonna say that. Damn, the traffic in Manila, even the traffic in Cebu. Oh man, let it be rush hour. You driving, there's 15 cars on this side, 20 cars on this side, 10 motorcycles in front of you, 10 motorcycles behind you. You like, whoa, and you move about an inch every 2 minutes. Whoops, whoop, you better hit that brake. Whoops, damn, right? But you're gonna get to your destination. But you're gonna get there slightly delayed, okay? That's the big city though, you know what I'm saying? Dude, when I first came to Iligan, I looked at Queenie, I said, where are all the cars at? I seen a few cars, but now listen, I will say this, Iligan City during rush hour, like when everybody's trying to go home or whatever, it's pretty populated with vehicles. There's probably almost the same amount of people that live in the province that live in the city. Now, before you jump in the comments and say, no, that's not right, Dean. The difference is, listen to me, hear me out. The difference is in the cities, they're more densely populated and put together, clumped together all in one area, right? Whereas in the province, all the people are more spread out, right? So that's why it don't seem like it's a lot of people walking around all the time. In the province is more spread out. It's not all a whole bunch. Everybody's in this one area, in this one, square, these square kilometers right here. Boom, what's up? We here. You know what I'm saying? No, in the province, everybody's spread out, right? The price of living is totally different between the city and the province life of the Philippines. The province is much cheaper, believe it or not. Why? Because the city areas, a lot of opportunities are there, educational opportunities, occupational opportunities, and things like that. So these are very sought after areas. So a lot of people flock to certain central locations, right? And since a lot of people want to live there, okay, what naturally happens? They can hike the price up of living. They can hike the price up of resources. They can hike the price up. You're gonna pay some quarter. Okay, but it still ain't as much as you would pay in America. It still ain't as much as you would probably pay in the UK. I've never lived in the UK, but I'm pretty sure, but it is definitely more than the province. Okay, so that's something that you gotta take into consideration if that's something you're looking for is, oh, I wanna live cheap. Like them one guys who I was telling you about before. I'm gonna go to the Philippines and live off $1,000 every month. Well, you, my friend, you need to move to the province, okay? Because you can go to the province and pay like half of the price for a nice place, dude, than you would pay in the city. And this is just how it is, right? Perfect example, where I live now, okay? I live in Iligan City. Now, Iligan City, a lot may argue it's not really considered a province. It's kind of it's a city, but it's a really small city. So it's kind of like living in a province, right? And it kind of has the same prices, of the province. So here in Iligan, I live here. It's a 3-bedroom home, nice 2 bathrooms laid out, $20,000 a month, right? Now, to get something like this in a big city, right? It would probably be at least, I would say 25, 30, and on some high-end places, like the place we stayed in Cebu in a luxury condominium when I was living the city life. We paid $40,000 a month. And y'all may say I'm crazy or that I'm stupid for doing that, but when I first moved to the Philippines, my mentality was still very westernized. my mentality was still, you know, I want a lot of amenities. I want my place to be shiny and bling bling. You know what I'm saying? This is how my mind was when I first moved here, right? And to get that, you're gonna pay. But see, here in the province, my house, I feel like is just as nice, almost as nice as the place I lived in Cebu. And I only pay half the price. Cut it. Cut that in half, baby. Yeah. Shoot, man. I don't mind living a little bit slower, man, if I can get that rent down. Hey, cool with me. Okay, slow down, slow down, and put some money in my pocket. You dig it? That's how it is, man. Now, everybody that's coming to the Philippines is not all Americans like me. There's all different people from different countries coming to the Philippines for different reasons. If you're coming to the Philippines looking for some kind of job opportunity or something, especially if you're a foreigner, well, you would want to move to the city. From industrial jobs, service jobs, driving jobs, like any kind of job that you can think of, it's there. Connectability and technology, right? The smaller cities in the province are really getting better with their connectability, their, Wi-Fi systems, things like this or whatever. It's getting a lot better or whatever. When I first moved here 5 years ago, you really had to go to a big city to get really good like technology and stuff like that or whatever. So, as I always say, the Philippines is a developing country. So, in part of developing is all of that stuff that I was just talking about. Wi-Fi, phones, connectability, you know what I'm saying? Just to be able to connect with the world, right? Having that capability is important in any country. And all of the developing countries, that's one of the number one things on their lists, okay? Is boosting that. I mean, I live in a very small city, very similar to the province. I'm talking to you right now on high-speed fiber optic Wi-Fi. You see, it's changing. Things are getting better. Everything ain't gonna change overnight. And I wanna tell that to my kababayans out there to keep your head up, keep your chin up. Be proud of your country, because you guys are struggling to make it to the top. And that's what a developing country is, and that's what it's gonna be until y'all get to where we wanna be. You understand? Straight up. So that one was one that I put in the bullet points because I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to rattle about that. Damn. The tourist attractions, I got to talk to y'all about that. Now, okay, the province has better natural, right, feats and beauty and things like that. The cities have more man-made attractions. Diba, you understand what I'm saying? Like, let me talk about the province first, okay? Where I live, it's called the City of Majestic Waterfalls. Damn, these waterfalls magic? That's how beautiful they are, though. They call them the Majestic Waterfalls. Okay, I've had the pleasure of going to a few of them. Membalud Falls, Christina Falls, Tinago Falls is a beautiful waterfall in Lanao del Norte, which is where Iligan is, right? And this place has 200 steps you gotta go up just to get to the waterfall. 200 steps just to get to the waterfall. And then once you get up there, you're gonna have some fun for a while, but all the way back down, 200 more steps. Bam! Get your workout on, okay? Now I'm sure going down ain't that hard though. You just kind of trollop, but going up, oh yeah, you gonna work, baby, right? But who said it's always supposed to be easy to get to some of the most beautiful places in the world? Let me talk about the things in the city, right? The attractions in the city, right? Talking about great fun amusement parks, right? You're talking about all of the historical monuments or whatever. A lot of the historical monuments are in the big city that were erected to the heroes of the Philippines, and just different places that you can go that are very culturally important, right? In the Philippines are in the city, you know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing about the city with the type of attractions that the city has or whatever that you can deal with, you know what I'm saying? Nice zoos and all kind of stuff like that. Like I said, man-made stuff, but it's still cool stuff to go and check out, right? So It depends on, once again, what you're looking for. Are you looking for that natural beauty, or is you looking for a museum to go to, okay? Okay, so that's the difference, right? Even the transportation is different when you move to a smaller city or the province. Like, for instance, we still have Kalesa here in Iligan City. What is a Kalesa? A Kalesa is a horse-driven vehicle, a horse and carriage, yep, just like the olden days. You can get on one of these for at the most 8 to 10 pesos and have a horse and carriage ride, right? That's definitely different than if you go to Manila and they already got trains. I'm talking about fast Jones too. Them bullet trains, huh? Okay, yeah. It's a big difference, right? But once again, it depends on what you're looking for. The Philippines got it all, baby. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've stayed here so many years. I love the Philippines. I love my kababayan, especially the subs. Shout out Team D. But yeah, man, it's just a great place to live, whether you want a fast-paced city life or if you want a slow, low-key province life. And that's my take on it, guys. Y'all hit me up in the comments if I missed anything. If you want to tell me about where you live, whether you live in the city or the province, let me know. Let's have a talk about it, all right? That's what's up, guys. Much love. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that shit. I'm outie.